Hello to the nation, DrPlaystationNation here to talk to you guys over a little bit of a kill confirmed on Carbon, guys. I'm using the AK-47 extended mag silencer, or sorry, not extended mag silencer, just silencer. I got my Assault Strike package here with UAV care package and Predator missile, got Hardline Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Steady Aim Pro, sorry, Dead Silence Pro, sorry about that. Anyway, I don't really want to talk too much about the gameplay, but what I do want to talk about today is kind of a topic that's a little bit closer to me, something a little bit more serious. It has to do with the standards that you're put on from your parents, what you're expected to do, what people perceive from your personality, and what they expect, pretty much. So hopefully you guys kind of do enjoy this topic, guys. It's gonna kind of feel like a rant, I guess, more than me kind of musing you guys and asking you questions and whatnot. But I still want your guys' opinions. Do you guys feel the same way? So before I start talking, I just want to mention that this video is going to have a lot to do with my Canada Day weekend. So you guys can go watch that video, and annotation will be on the screen, which will bring you to a new tab if you guys haven't already seen it. If you guys have, you guys are all set. But in a nutshell, for those of you who don't have the time to go watch it, I went drinking for Canada Day weekend. I went out and I got pretty drunk, like the amount of drunk that I'm embarrassed to be that, or I feel like I kind of disappointed my parents by doing that. And I made sure I told everybody that weekend not to tell my parents. I made sure I told everybody that weekend not to tell anybody in my family. And it ended up getting back to my aunt at one point. So this past weekend, when I went up to my cottage, she was talking to me. We were out on the dock in the water. Nobody else was around. Or like on the dock out on the lake, I guess. We weren't like actually in the water. But she was talking to me about this, and she said, well, I heard that you went out drinking with everybody else last weekend. And I was like, no, that didn't happen. She's like, well, everybody else told me that it did, so I think it did. And I think you did went out and drank. And I was like, yeah, I guess I did. And she was wondering why I said no, why I said I didn't. Why was I embarrassed? Why would I tell her no when my mom said I was allowed to? She knew that I was allowed to go drink. I knew that I was allowed to go drink. I was allowed to do this, but I still was embarrassed about telling people that I did it. And she was asking me why I was so embarrassed. And she started talking to me about it, and she wanted to kind of find out why I would be embarrassed. And it was interesting, the things that we kind of talked about there. And it's because I personally felt it's because my mom holds me up to these insanely high standards. I don't know what your parents do, but I'm on the honor roll. I have an 86% average. I take reach ahead courses in the summer. For instance, I just took grade 12 university level English when I just finished grade 11, which it's completely optional for me to go do that, but I felt like I should go do that because I have advanced functions and calculus to do next year, and I need to have that extra time to prepare for those opposed to writing essays and stuff. I felt like I need to put so much focus on my academics because my mom tells all her friends, all the family about how great I do in school and how fantastic I am at like building computers and how I'm going to go to university and get these scholarships and stuff. And I feel like if I do anything that kind of verges off that path, I'm going to disappoint her. I'm going to disappoint my parents and my family. And I realize how stupid it sounds that I would feel this way because it's like I'm a teenager. It's expected of me to kind of make mistakes and learn from them and whatnot. But to me, if I make these mistakes that everybody else makes, I am not achieving that extremely high standard that my mom is putting me up to. And I thought it was kind of interesting, like, because this can go both ways. I feel embarrassed by doing these things that might seem normal to other people, and the opposite might be true, where if a parent is constantly talking about how their kid maybe goes and does drugs or drinks too much or goes to parties or does things that they aren't proud of in their child, or maybe they send them to a psychologist because they feel like they need help, maybe that's sending the wrong message to your kid and showing them that I expect you to be a disappointment, and that makes that kid's standards lower than mine or than a normal person. And I think it sides on both extremes, and it was something that's really interesting to me. Like, I've never been so interested in like child development and raising a kid and all that stuff. I've never been interested in the kind of impact that parents have on their kids, but this was kind of something else. It was something that I really thought that I should talk to you guys about and see what your opinion is. Like, do you guys have parents that are maybe overbearing with their standards? Like, my parents by no means put pressure on me. I just do these things because I feel like I should without being asked. Like, my parents don't expect me. Like, my mom was asking me if I was sure I wanted to do this university course over the summer, or this English course over the summer, and she didn't expect me to do it, but I felt like she subliminally, whatever the word is, expected me to do this. And I felt like I was just, I had to do this thing to meet the expectations of her. Same thing goes with like wanting to go to university and wanting to get a scholarship and wanting to do all this stuff. Personally, I want to go to university. There's a part of me that wants to further my education, but at the same time, the pressures that are put onto me isn't something that I'm gonna love. Like, I don't know. Hopefully you guys do enjoy kind of this gameplay, this topic. Comment below about what you guys feel. Do you guys think that that what I'm doing is normal? Do you guys think that? Are you guys embarrassed about your parents finding out about these things, even though that they expect them from you? Do you guys feel like I am a normal kid, or I'm like above average? I feel like I'm just a standard kid, you know, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, 21-8, which is just under 3 KD. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the gameplay. I thought it was kind of interesting. Remember, guys, to drop a rating if you guys did enjoy it. Remember, guys, to subscribe to join the nation if you already haven't. And tune in for next time's video. I don't know when that'll be. Anyway, I'm Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.